saying the quiet thing out loud. So, teen parenting, it should never be glorified. I was a teen parent. My mother was a teen parent. My grandmother was a teen parent. Yet it was never glorified. I feel like people should be honest and explain how hard it is and how tough it is and how you end up having to have this little human navigate life with you while you're figuring out what you want to be and who you want to be and what you want to be when you grow up, because you're not grown up. You're literally a child having a child and feeling like having a baby automatically makes you grown. It doesn't. People late 30s, 40s, late 40s still trying to figure out who they are. And I actually give kudos to those who waited to figure out life, to navigate through life, to explore different options as far as schooling and as far as careers, and really settle into who they are as a human before they go the route of bringing children into the world. Because when you're not emotionally regulated and when you haven't yet figured out you and you're unhealed, you are then projecting that not healed person onto your children. And they have to suffer. They have to go through life figuring out how to avoid you because you might snap at any minute. They can't call for mom because you respond negatively, and you try to gentle parent, but you can't even gently friend yourself. So I don't glorify having a kid young, having sex young. Sex comes with a lot of responsibility. And people who get offended that someone is throwing condoms their way or wanting to inform them that it's important to be safe, it just shows that they don't need to be out here having sex. Because you have no idea who you're procreating with when y'all are teenagers. You don't know what that person is going to grow up to be, or if that person is going to resent you for keeping it, or if that person is going to be bitter towards you if y'all break up, or if it was just a one time thing and you ended up getting pregnant. And now that person wants nothing to do with it. And that responsibility falls on the parents' shoulders, your parents' shoulders. It's not fair. And then when I was in school, people were like, okay, you have one. Are you going to have another so that kid can have a playmate? What? Why is that normal? Another? No. But there were people who were having two and three by the time they were 19. And I just couldn't see myself doing that, and I apologized to my oldest for some of the choices that I made. I don't regret her at all. But I did have to grieve the young version of me who thought I knew, thought I had it all figured out, thought I had all the answers. I didn't have all the answers. I still don't have all the answers. No one has all the answers. But when you're a teenager, you very much think that you know everything. And then you really hit adulthood and realize you should have stayed a kid. So we have to be careful with what we teach. And what I was told is, if you get pregnant, I'm not keeping it, or I'm not taking care of it, or I'm not babysitting the child. That's not teaching. Teaching is going into the what ifs and the possibilities. There are teenagers that don't even realize they could be pregnant with twins, triplets, and quadruplets or more. You just automatically assume you're gonna have one baby. I just figured out or found out about a woman who had twins when she was a teenager. That is crazy. So We have to teach better. Human growth and development really needs to go into how hard it is, more than what pregnancy is like, more than what the genitalia is like in the reproductive system, but what is truly like to be a parent. Women are unaliving themselves when they come to realize by the time they hit 20 and 19 with 3, 4 kids. There were people that were getting pregnant in junior high that ended up with 5, 6 kids by the time they hit 20. And it's not easy. It's not simple. And I just pray over the mindsets of those that don't realize what exactly they're setting themselves up for.